Welcome to part 2.
I'm Katrina, and this is Sow and Tare, and I just took you guys on a walk. Yeah, I know, doing the intro afterwards. I just took you guys on a walk way up to the back of the property, the hill. That did not make sense. Way up to the back of the property on the hill. And it's awesome. It's such an awesome property, and you guys are going to love seeing these adventures and all of that. This is primarily a homesteading channel, but guess what? When you have property, you have to know all about it. So that is what we're going for, and this is just an afternoon stroll. Get your hiking boots on and join me. Now, the good thing about this property is, you know, if you ever get lost, you just go downhill. You're going to hit either the road I live on, or if you're on the other side of the hill, you're going to hit another road. So just don't go that way or that way. It might take a while. But that's an interesting thing. Not very far from a road, but it feels like you're farther from a road, which is pretty cool. Let's continue. All right, this is obviously not as clear as the other one. I don't know if it's obvious or not, but I think it meets up with one that's more cleared, I think. I think. Look at this little padrone. It's so cute. More bear poop. So far I haven't seen any fresh bear poop, so that's, I guess, good. But we know there's at least one hanging out around here. Yeah. So I've known that. I saw bear scat. I don't know, probably a few weeks after I came here. It was kind of like that one where it was kind of deteriorated at pretty much at one of the side gates. But yeah, we know they're up here. If I let them know I'm here, then that shouldn't be a problem. They're black bears, not brown bears here. We don't have grizzlies here. We have a low potential for wolves, which would be cool, and mountain lions. So it's always good to know where you are, always good to look backwards, always good to know your surroundings, and go from there. So I just texted one of my friends who knows plants, and he thinks this might be salal. Can anybody confirm that for me? It has toothed margins. It's alternate and has the little buds right by the leaf node. So, yeah, someone confirm. Is that salal? So there's a tree branch here. It's been chewed the heck up, but I just kicked it to see if it was like connected, and it's not. It was broken, but this doesn't look rotten. Hello, focus. It doesn't look rotten, so I'm wondering what happened with somebody being chased up there. I don't know. Ooh, I can show you guys up close. This is chinkapin. Can I reach it? I might have to jump. Jump with me, everybody. Okay, well, I touched it. So, it's yellowish underneath and greenish on top. And it has spiky balls, like this one. And inside these spiky balls are nuts. It's related to chestnut, so it's like a chestnut. I think they usually have one nut in their spiky balls. This one has, I've had one that had 4. I don't know what the variability is in that, but there's more than one nut in there, but they're also pretty tiny. But they're good. Thank you, chinkapin. So it's much more open up here. Like there's some cedar that is pretty small and probably needs to be thinned out, but in general it's much more open. And I wonder if it's because it's not as steep and they all have more fair advantage. This is definitely a trail. Look at that. Somebody slid. Little deer or something. Yeah. So this is kind of like the check dam that I'm talking about that I want to make for the other road. This is a bump that moves water in a direction and it saves the road. So yeah, look how open it is in there. That's awesome. Could even thin that out further and make it a little more fire safe. Look at that in the wind. Oh, okay. So here is more of that chinkapin. And there's a nut. Are you growing? Are you growing? Yes, they are sharp. Oh, it already has a beetle hole. So I got like a harvester's bag to bring with me when I do things like this. It did not come with me. This only works if you bring it. So, oh wow, that's a little clearing. Look at that. Looks like there's another road that goes out that way. Yeah. All right, continuing. So, man, there's so much. Every time I do this, look at all this. I know where I'm coming. I know where I'm coming next year to look for these. Look at all of them. So the ones that I had found were mostly, I think, carried by deer on their, or other animals on their fur, because yeah, that's just there weren't any of those trees. So interesting. I want to show you guys something. I don't know if everybody realizes this. When you see, yeep, there we go, a scarred tree like that, followed by a scarred tree and a scarred tree, those are trail markers. So you'll know this by on trails. You'll see it on ski trails higher up. But those are trail markers. They're done on purpose. They basically strip the bark on at a spot. And so this is the one I was pointing at that I said, I think this is a road. And it is. So we have these trail markers here. You know, this is a poor madrone that went all the way down to the wood. Poor madrone, I'm sorry. And if we continue on this trail, which I'm not going to go very far on because I do need to get home before it gets dark, we should see more, unless this might have been a processing area, like a laydown area, but we should see more. It's going to make a liar out of me. There's one there. That might actually be a natural split. But, anyway, I'll explore that direction a different day. The sun is maybe down. I don't know. The sun's going down just before 6 here right now. Daylight savings time starts next weekend. So, well, by the time this goes out, it'll probably have already started. So whichever direction it goes that way. And yeah, I'm really excited to be up here. I feel like I've been kind of neglecting the land here and me paying attention to like exploring in the right season and really getting eyes on things. Like, I've had this property since August, and this is my first time up to the back of the property. So that's not good. But what it means is I've been doing all sorts of other things closer to the house, which is good. I'm feeling like I am not getting much done. And I know a lot of it you can't see. A lot of it has been phone calls and emails and figuring things out. But it is also something that has to happen. And then I've also been like, you know, oh, that. Okay, that is a humongous madrone. It obviously has a scar. That's way too big to be a trail marker, guys. It's not. It's a scar from something else. But you guys see those holes right there? I'll try and zoom in. Look at that. We probably have some like pileated woodpeckers or something. That hole's probably 6 inches. Probably 6 inches wide or diameter. Look at these trees, how they move in the wind. Always remember, a forest is a forest, not a single tree. They protect each other from the wind and all of that. All right, let's continue. So I've been a little sensitive about things going on in the world, and that has drained my energy on certain days where I just don't want to go and explore and do fun things, which is what I should be doing. I think there's another road down there. And so that's unfortunate because I do enjoy doing this stuff, and it is good to have fresh air and good, you know, all of that. So yeah, I'm glad I'm out here. All right, let's turn you guys around. Look how clear that is there. Like, that's a pretty good forest, you know? I mean, a lot of them are all the same size. Probably needs to be cleared out some, but looks pretty good. And it's funny because that road that we were on just turned. Actually, I think it was blocked off. I think the one that's pointing down there is probably at one point the road. But we'll continue. Look at that big old stump. Another pretty big stump here. Tall and wide. Not as wide as some of the other ones though. Well, it's pretty thick down there. But I think it's because of a lot of tan oak. Look at this. Look at this. An immature didn't drop. Maybe it's not immature. It's pretty small though. Well, we'll let that grow or not. Look at that moss. That is awesome. Very cool. Okay, I need to start walking or else I'm going to be out here in the dark. Alright, we're coming back to the water. Come full circle. Love that sound. That's where we went before. I believe this is the iris. I believe. So it's weird, that cool spot that I had earlier was another cool spot. And it literally was just a cool spot. I thought it was going to be cool and continue to be cool, but it was just a spot. So yeah, but here's what. So it flows off that way somewhere. It splits here. Some of it goes down this way, and some of it goes down that way. I don't know if that is what connects up with the waterfall down further. I think it might be, but I'm not certain. So, yeah. Alright, let's cross the puddle. This looks like it probably is a little waterfall when it rains. Looks a little washed. Guys, look at that view! So awesome. And yeah, it's supposed to rain. So here's for the downhill part. And I think I'm going to put the camera away, because you guys have seen this on the way up. And yeah, we'll see. But man, what a view. What a view. So awesome. So I did not see that poop before. Whether it was there or not, I don't know. But it looks very domestic. I don't know. It doesn't look like there's much in there. I'm not going to go poking it though. I believe this is huckleberry. I know I also have red huckleberry, but I believe that's what this is. Look, there's some flower buds. I have to watch out for that. I don't know what this is, so I'm going to film it. Looks like hair. I'm not sure what that is, if it's an ear or something. Well, might have been hair and some poop. I don't know what that is. So it looks like this stump at one point had fire on it. There's chunks kind of all the way around with charcoal. So I don't know the story behind that, if it was naturally caused or on purpose or anything. But it's interesting. Well, that's the first time I've seen a kettle. I did see them when I was up above, but a kettle is a bunch of flying vultures flying in on the rising air. There are so many of them. I don't really want to zoom in. Let's see if I can zoom in. There, a little bit. So I just started seeing vultures a few days ago. I haven't seen them in a while. But they're riding the wind. Hi, vultures. Almost back to the cabin. It's the wonderful world of fungus, or slime mold in this case, and fungus in that case, and slime mold in this case. So something to note, which is good, is that I didn't see a whole lot of poison oak. I've seen some. It's mostly along the roadside. I mean, I haven't been all the way through the woods, but this is what it looks like when it doesn't have leaves. And you can see it's a little bit fuzzy. The tips kind of curve up like someone's given the bird. And there's only a few spots. So honestly, I'm a no chemical person, but I might actually paint on some stuff. I did this when I was at my other place when ivy was there, and then there was a liquid amber tree that just kept on sprouting out. Instead of spraying it, what you do is you dip it and paint it, giving you advice that maybe you shouldn't follow, manufacturers like instructions and all that, but that way it gets into the plant, and who knows where it goes then, if it goes into the soil and the plant dies, but at least it doesn't impact a greater area. And so that is what I might actually do, because there's I think on that whole walk I saw one. Now I wasn't concentrating on that, but on the whole walk I saw one, and then I know about this one, and then a couple other little tiny patches really close to here. So I might actually do that and then be done with that. So we are back into my normal realm. Just walked past the cabin on the way down to the house, and well, thank you for coming along with me. I like sharing these adventures with you guys, and yeah, saw some bear scat, saw some cool things, got up to the meadow. Yeah, so thank you for joining me, and have yourself an adventure. Have an adventure. Let me know about it. We have Monday Night Lives. We'll talk about adventure one day. How about that? How about that? I don't know if it'll be this next one, because I don't know when this is actually going to go out. But let's talk about adventure. It's important to get out there. So thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. This is a homesteading channel, but it's always good to get out and explore and know your property and just get some good outside time. So thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day. So knowing how Ravioli's babies just reacted, and I'm about to open Penny's hutch. Penny's babies are always on edge. I think that's the energy coming from Mom, because Penny is spicy. So knowing that, I'm going to block the entrance with myself when I open it, just to make sure they're okay. Actually, I'm going to open Risotto's first and put the food in hers. Hi, Risotto. Hi, Mama. Hi. And your babies are doing good. Look at them. Look at them. They're so healthy, Mama. Good job. All right. Yeah, we're all over in the corner for some reason. What's going on, guys? Huh? I did notice this morning they were a little bit more jumpy, too. What's going on, guys? Yeah, you have enough food, but I'll top it off. Why are you guys all piled in the corner, honey? This one's on 2 of them. There are 6 rabbits there. 5 babies and 1 mama. Are you waiting for me? Are you waiting for me, honey? That's so sweet. Yeah? Where's Mama Kitty? Is she out and about? Yeah? Any more growly moments? Hi, baby. Hi. Yeah. So, we had a growly moment earlier today. Don't know what happened. I heard the sound. He heard the sound. Mama Kitty heard the sound. And he started growling. So, what was that about? Huh? Are you our protector? Anyway, so something's going on out here. I don't know what. I think it's probably a new animal in the area. But he will keep us apprised. Apprised? Appraised? No. He will tell us all about it. Tell us, sweetie. I love how both Mama Kitty and Ringo follow me into the rabbits, even when you've already been fed. They are just trained to come in. because I usually feed the rabbits first. They got early dinner today because I went on a hike. And I didn't want you to go with me because it was going to be too far. Oh, mister. You ready to go down? Let's go.